Ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha, and I will admit that I am more than a little angry here. This information came out yesterday, and while I was quite aware of it, I wanted to wait and see how the developers and the publishers handle the situation, as I knew this was going to cause instant outrage, and well, now we know how they're handling it. Now, before we go into full-on rant mode, let's go over the specifics so we're all on the same page here. As always, links to any sources used will be down below in the description. Also, as a quick note, do any of you actually use those links, or is that somewhat wasted effort on my part? I know a lot of you appreciate the added levels of transparency, but I'm curious how often people make use of that added information. Let me know down in the comments. During the PC Gaming E3 show yesterday, YSNet, the developers of the Kickstarter-backed Shenmue 3, announced that they were making the game an Epic Store exclusive. YSNet followed that up with an official statement on the Kickstarter page for the game stating, "We are happy to announce that Shenmue 3 for PC will be an Epic Games Store exclusive. Development for Shenmue 3 has been moving forward using Unreal Engine, and the support we have received from Epic has been excellent. But most importantly, in looking for the most enjoyable experience on PC, it was decided together with Deep Silver, after much discussion, that the Epic Games Store would be the best distribution platform option." Now, for those of you that aren't aware, Shenmue 3 was a game that was launched on Kickstarter for two primary reasons. The first was to gauge the desire of gamers for a new Shenmue game in order to attract publishers, and to also lighten the burden on any prospective publishers that might become interested. Now, as a result of that Kickstarter, 69,320 people pledged a combined total of over $6,300,000. In addition to the Kickstarter funds, Shenmue 3 has not one but two publishers bankrolling the creation of the game, Deep Silver and Shibuya Productions. Kickstarter backers have grown quite angry over the fact that the game would not be available on Steam due to the Epic exclusive, and many people have begun requesting refunds out of a desire to avoid the yet-to-be-completed Epic Store. In response to this, and this was the entire reason why I waited a day before recording this video, the developers responded with the following statement. "Thank you very much for contacting us. The launch was previously planned for distribution on Steam, however it was decided, together with Deep Silver, after much discussion, that the Epic Games Store would be the best distribution platform option. Shenmue 3 will be distributed through the Epic Games Store and will require the Epic Games Store client to activate. We apologize for the sudden change in platform, however refunds will not be granted for this change. We thank you for your support and look forward to delivering the Shenmue experience fans everywhere have been waiting so long for." This has resulted in a great many people stating that YSNet have violated Kickstarter's rules regarding the involvement of third parties. And for some new information from a Deep Silver PR representative that was released just a few hours ago via PC Gamer, it states, "What we can say, basically, is that in a year's time, it may be available on another platform, but it's going to be with Epic for a year," a Deep Silver PR rep told us. "This is going to help with the development of Shenmue and ensure it's going to be the best Shenmue in over a decade." When we asked about backer refunds, a publisher spokesperson said, "I know at the moment they're listening to what the Kickstarter community is saying and looking into it. They hear what people are saying and they're looking into it." And those are the basic facts that we're working with. And while I did not back the game on Kickstarter myself, I think it should be plainly self-evident why people are being so angry over this decision. First, the game was kickstarted and raised a truly impressive amount of money. Then YSNet took that Kickstarter backing and used it to entice publishers to also fund the game. Epic Games then did what they have done with every other Epic Store exclusive and offered a giant pile of cash to make the game an Epic Store exclusive. And as the game is being made within the Unreal Engine, YSNet and Deep Silver save a huge amount of money due to the 12% revenue split Epic Games offers developers using that game engine. This is a huge slap in the face to everyone that backed the game on Kickstarter, and flat out refusing to honor the wishes of those backers is beyond deplorable. At the very least, they could have provided Steam keys for the Kickstarter backers themselves. That wouldn't make the paid exclusives any less anti-consumer, but it would at least be something, being they can't be bothered to take some of their ill-gotten gains and provide refunds for the thousands of people that do not want to use the Epic Store. The Epic Games Store is an unfinished mess, and it will be a year, if not longer, before it even comes close to being feature complete. Even then, there are the privacy concerns, the security concerns, and the simple matter that PC gamers watched for decades while the console wars raged on, and the disgustingly anti-consumer practices that are the paid full exclusives in addition to the paid timed exclusives, and many PC gamers, myself included, are not happy in the slightest that Epic Games has drugged that disgusting reality of the console market and brought it to PC. All of this speaks of nothing more than basic greed at the expense of the game's Kickstarter backers. They stated, most importantly, in looking for the most enjoyable experience on PC, it was decided together with Deep Silver after much discussion that the Epic Games Store would be the best distribution platform option. This tells me one of two things. Either YSNet and Deep Silver care nothing about the backers that have provided them with even the possibility of earning all of this money, or they're just plain stupid to the point of incompetence, and neither option is going to instill much faith going forward in the quality of the game and its creators. YSNet has absolutely obliterated the goodwill they have earned with their backers in one fell swoop. Now, as a result, they have shown that they simply cannot be trusted, but more importantly, that they don't deserve trust. They don't deserve to be creating this game because obviously they care nothing for the art and care only about making sure their coffers are as full as humanly possible. My advice for YSNet and Deep Silver is this: give those that wish it refunds. You have triple dipped on this project, and if you cannot afford to provide those refunds, then that shows that you are failures as game developers and are singularly incompetent. This is not the first time we've seen this with Deep Silver. Hell, this isn't even the first time I've seen this with a crowdfunded game. And unfortunately for gamers, it will not be the last. Epic Games is not a pro-consumer company. They are not the saviors of PC gaming that they claim to be. Yes, more money for developers is a good thing for the developers, but at what cost to your customers? A platform they do not wish to even install on their computers. Granted, for some of them, they use some not very valid reasons, but even more numerous are the very valid reasons at the same time. Competition is a good thing, but competition based upon wholly anti-consumer practices is most certainly not. Epic Games has dragged the console wars to PC, and now there are even more reasons to never back a project on Kickstarter, because developers apparently cannot be trusted to keep their word. Now, I very much hope that the Kickstarter backers do get their refunds, but regardless as to whether they do or do not, I for one will not be purchasing Shenmue 3 nor any other title by YSNet or Deep Silver in the future, not until we see a difference in attitude with those companies. Now, make no mistake, the only way that we as gamers can fight back against this is with a constant and unified vocalization coupled with a refusal to purchase their games. They want our money, but we have the money they want. Make them work for it, and make damn well sure you will be treated with the respect of which you deserve. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha, and I'll see you next time.